Bantamweight bout here. Kleydson Rodrigues coming at plus 235 in his move up from lightweight against Farid Basharat, who sits at minus 310. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 185 for the over, plus 155 for the under. The undefeated Farid Basharat. Don't get him confused with his brother Javid Basharat, but he is undefeated. Both of them are. Kleydson Rodrigues missed weight back-to-back fights. Back-to-back fights. He missed weight against Shannon Ross. Was going to fight Tatsuro Taira, missed weight again. So they're like, all right, buddy, you're going to have to fight at 135. So we'll see how he looks. I mean, he's not a small 125er by any means. He's 5'6", though. Farid 5'8". He's going to be at a 4-inch reach disadvantage. And coming in here as a dog. I mean, Farid, the win over Blackshear in his UFC debut ages very well, considering what Blackshear has done since then. Nearly beat Mario Batista. Some of them, including myself, thought that he beat Mario Batista. So that ages well. I mean, he's undefeated. He's a tactician. Like, the Basharat bros are really good. You watch them fight, and they just seem like they're in control of everything. The grappling is there. The striking is there. They're just very calculated with everything they throw. For Kleydson Rodrigues, his win in the UFC doesn't age well. I mean, knocking out Shannon Ross isn't really saying much at this point. Took him 59 seconds. Next time out, Jesus Aguilar, who has no KOs, goes out there and knocks him out in 17 seconds. So, I mean, it looked like a good performance, a finish in under a minute, but then it doesn't age the best. Lost to CJ Vergara, so he's 1-1 in the UFC. Those are at those are at flyweight. Going up to bantamweight here, it's going to be a tough test, I think, for him. But do you think he has a shot to take down Basharat?
I mean, he's pretty explosive, at least in the Shannon Ross fight. He looked super explosive and got the early finish. But again, it doesn't age well, like you said. Like, it looked, Shannon Ross has looked terrible. He gets knocked out early every single fight. And then Vergara didn't necessarily look dominant or that good in his last fight either. And he lost via split decision to him. Farid is going to be better than everybody that Kleydson Rodrigues has fought so far, and he's going to be more solid everywhere than any of those fighters as well. I mean, Farid, to go in there against Damon Blackshear and not only win a convincing decision, somewhat convincing, I guess, but land 3 takedowns on that good of a grappler, like, was super impressive, and it shows you how good Farid's grappling is. Like, you look at the Basharat brothers and you watch them and stuff, they have super slick kickboxing. They use their kicks really, really well, and their striking's crisp, but I think their ground game's super underrated, and especially Farid. I think he's the better wrestler and grappler of the two. And if Kleydson can't really get things going on the feet and has to defend takedowns the whole time and get taken down over and over, I just think Farid, as the fight goes on, just going to be even more dominant. And I think, this is kind of, you fight Damon Blackshear, who's fighting really good guys and beating really good guys. Go down to Kleydson Rodrigues, who is going to naturally be a smaller dude. I think Farid's going to have a lot of success and kind of implement his game plan wherever he wants us at.
Yeah, I'm big on the Basharat bros. So, I mean, coming in here against Kleydson, I don't really see how he loses. Like, I mean, he's undefeated, so he's never been finished, obviously. He just seems like he's in control of everything. And look at his fight on the Contender Series. Outstruck the guy 116-27. Like, he just completely mollywopped him. 30-26 on 2 of the judges' scorecards. Just an easy win. Easy contract to dish out to him. And then in the debut, what he did to Damon Blackshear, like, he was a big favorite against Damon Blackshear. Blackshear looked good, but Basharat still managed to come out with a win. Like, and it wasn't like a robbery by any means, but Blackshear put him in tough positions. He was able to get out of them. Basharat was able to still outland him and have good success with the top control in that fight. So, I mean, a lot of stuff that we didn't see out of Mario Batista, who's, was supposed to be fighting Cody Garbrandt up at the rankings. So, minus 300, I honestly, I'm honest, I never really lay minus 300 on anybody, but I think Basharat is able to go in there and pick up a win. I don't really see how he loses. I think he's so well-rounded in every facet of the game, him and his brother Javid. So I think he's got him outmatched and outgunned in every facet of the game, and I think he pulls out a victory here. So I'm going to take him for the pick, obviously, and I'm looking forward to seeing him back in action. But those are the picks for UFC Paris.